Hello to my Geminis. Geminis, let's get right into your reading. Happy full moon to my Geminis. All right, Geminis, let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards, Geminis. Hopefully you all are having a good weekend, Geminis. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is below in the description. Let's go. Talking to you again, wherever Gemini is in your birth chart. All right. Ooh. See on this card here? Here we have the Two of Wands. Here we're going to start with the 6-card spread. We have the 10 of Wands here. We have the 7 of Swords. So something is closed out. Something is closed out. 6 of Swords here. Someone is moving on from something. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Swords. All right, so fire. So currently we have 3 planets that are retrograde. And one of the planets that's retrograde is in your zodiac sign. And that's important to note because it is Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune. So there are things that, remember Mercury, you're ruled by Mercury, is the planet of knowledge, learning. It's the messenger planet, but it's also the planet of knowledge, learning, just relationships in general, like how you send out and how you receive messages, right? And Geminis. And then also just like the fact that you all are sponges for learning. Matter of fact, at your highest frequency, you all are flexible, you're outgoing, you're very funny, enthusiastic, smart, obviously, you know, air signs. You're gentle, you're affectionate, you're very curious, you're adaptable, you love learning, and you love to exchange ideas, right? So there's 2 energies here. We see the 2 of Wands, right? And so 2 symbolizes peace, right? Peace. 1 in particular has disrupted your peace, so there's no, going back there. But the other one for you, and it could be, when we talk about 2, it could be like, 1 could be job, where you're saying you're not going back to a particular job, so now the window of opportunities are open, so you're looking for something new. Maybe it could be a new job or new something. Your spirit is being pulled in a different direction. It could be people, places, or things. So just take it wherever it resonates. Put it wherever it resonates. But see this globe here and this bus. So someone loves to travel. Someone loves to travel, right? So this person right here, you can't even fit all of the blessings that's coming your way into this window. You can't even fit it in this windowsill here. So you have a lot of opportunities coming your way. So I feel like with fire, we're talking about like your spirituality and taking action. So I feel like you're learning how to not be so adaptable. You're learning how to set boundaries, 1, 2, 3, and then move on, right? Something that you're learning how to move on. You're taking a message. You're not only just sending a message out, you're learning how to be in receiving mode of messages as well. Somebody doesn't like to be in a state of confusion. So if you receive a message that, let's say for instance, people, places, or things have already moved on from something, you've taken the message, you're not looking for somebody else to close out or close it out, you close it out, right? Here we have the 7 of Swords here. Yeah. And then we also have the 6 of Swords, right? We also have the Page of Pentacles here. And then we also have the 9 of Swords here. So it looks like there were 2 energies here. One of them looks like the Sagittarius for somebody, because we're looking at the 10 of Wands here. All of the cards, first of all, tarot is genderless, right? So it could be man, woman, doesn't really matter. Just, again, take it wherever it resonates. But you all, looks like somebody has a really good heart. Looks like somebody has a really, really good heart. And it looks like, looking at your cards here, when we talk about this full moon being in Cancer, Cancer is a very nurturing zodiac sign. It's ruled by, we're not talking about any cancers that we're not talking about a person, but Cancer is ruled by the moon. And when you think about the moon, you think about that's where most of the time people are sleeping or getting rest. That's where you're sort of in a dream state. The moon connects us with, intuition, nurturing. It connects us with instinct, protection, your emotions, nature, feminine energy. That's what the moon connects us with, right? As where the sun connects us with the masculine side, right? Sun, moon, right? Everybody has a sun sign, everybody has a moon sign. But something in particular, we have a full moon in Cancer, and the moon is probably already in Cancer when you watch this video. But we're talking about this week. So this video is going to be from the 13th through the 20th. Yeah, from the 13th through the 20th. You're already getting a message that you've already moved on from something. Because you got some kind of a message, and it may not have been said to you directly, because when you look at the Seven of Swords, that some conversations were going on behind your back. Some conversations were going on behind your back. And so if you can see here, you see this moon here. So obviously you see something is at night, right? So wolf moon is all about family. It's about protection. It's about like community, and those kind of things, right? But so you got dark wolf energy, light wolf energy, right? So it's about activism, rituals, those kind of things. Once somebody realized that you can kind of sort of piece some things together, because again, you all are incredibly smart. Things come through the air for you all. Somebody was getting some downloads through your dreams. If you can see like very faintly here, this looks like a headboard right here. I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it. It's like a headboard right here. You were getting some downloads through your dreams. Like somebody was having some nightmares. This is the Nine of Swords. Even when you weren't talking to people, something you figured out. That's why you closed out something. Like conversations were going on behind your back, right? So so you got a message. So you got a message coming through. Some kind of a new lease. You're feeling like you have some kind of a new lease on life. Now that, again, your dreams are starting to you're starting to receive messages through your dreams, or starting to make sense to you. That's why you've learned how to move on. You learn how to move on, right? So it's two energies in particular you move on from. So information, you're starting to learn how information travels through the air. So something about something with you. Let's see what else we got going on. So that's also, when we're talking about energy too, Geminis, that's how you're going to learn how to make room for whatever it is that you want. You know how sometimes you may hear people say, like if you're talking to your friends, they may say, I just need closure. I just need closure. I don't understand. I just need closure. That's another way that you all, since you all are ruled by Mercury, once you learn, you can teach people that you love. That's how you catch a message. If it's coming through a dream and you're in a state of confusion, you got to keep asking, and you're in the dark about something, bring yourself into the light. And light, that's how you become enlightened, through these downloads, through dreams. If you feel like somebody's being shady with you, just move on. Just move on. You just move on before you give yourself a nightmare, because that's what you keep talking about. You're invoking your own nightmare. It's like you're looking for some answers. You're looking for a phone call, a text. You're looking for something. You're looking for somebody to communicate directly, right? You're looking for them to communicate with you directly. So here we have Hermit mode. So this is the other side of Mercury, right? That's you're in receiving mode. So you've been enlightened. You've been enlightened. Yeah, you've been enlightened. So that's how you're gonna feel like you have a whole new lease on life. Yeah, that's how you feel like you have a whole new lease on life, because people are talking about some people. People are talking about some people, and you're just like, okay, well, I'm confused. Like I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm waiting on a phone call. I'm waiting on a text message. I'm waiting on an email so I can gain some clarity. But Source is giving you clarity through downloads. Source is getting that, and that's the best energy to get it from. You know, there it is. 3 of Cups, people talking. See the number 3, you see it written out here. But if you look at the number, the shape of a number 3, it looks like lips. People are talking, right? So whether they're talking about you or whomever else, something you got the message about. Something you gain clarity about. And page energy is messenger energy, right? You got the message about something. Something about having to do with a particular spirit, moving on, possibly being in hermit mode, possibly somebody you have in common with somebody, possibly from a familiar spirit, somebody who could be familiar with them, because people are talking. It's a small world. That's why you see this globe. It's a small world. You know, those kind of things. You're like piecing things together. Like you're piecing things together. Like, oh, okay, they moved on. You know, those kind of things, right? Here we have the Queen of Wands here. Like somebody's done the shadow work. You know, here we have the Queen of Wands. Remember, again, genderless, right? So doing the shadow work. So, you know, Queen of Wands energy here. So something, I feel like something may have been confusing for you before, but you got the message. And this is what you have in common with someone. It's like first things are confusing when people move on. First, the question is why? Like you don't understand what happened. Has anybody talked to, heard from Gemini, right? Or anybody for that matter, right? But sometimes people move on to gain clarity, like fresh air, like cleansing air, clearing the air or whatever. That's cleansed by your element, right? You're an air sign, right? And so here we have, so I see a lot of your wishes being fulfilled as a result of that. Seeing a lot of your wishes being fulfilled as a result of that. And so when you moved on and you did the light work, you did the shadow work yourself, that black cat right there would be like shadow work. You brought yourself into the light. You became enlightened about something, right? You became enlightened about something. I don't know if you moved on to a new job or like geographically relocate. I don't know what you did to move on from something. But it looks like you moved on from loved ones. That's what this looks like. You feel like you have a whole new lease on life. It looks like you're traveling, or now you're motivated to travel more. You could have moved or getting ready to move, or something you're doing. But it looks like your life is getting better, actually. And so that's what when we're talking about energy, you're creating room for, since we're talking about a moon in Cancer, and Cancer is a water sign, and water connects us with creativity. So I'm trying to connect the dots for you all. You're no longer talking about people being shady or being a nightmare, because that's where the connection is for you. If like when people saw you as saw you as competition, something about a younger person and people seeing them as competition. It's like you all have something, you all have a lot of things in common. You and somebody have a lot of things in common. So both of you all may be kind of like hermits. Yeah. So you've left behind a lot of distractions. Somebody may have even felt foolish at some point, even judging somebody. Just totally misunderstood. So it looks like whoever this energy is for you, you all may have stopped talking to each other. Okay, this is what I'm seeing in your cards. Because I'm seeing that you and somebody started out like having really warm conversations. That's what it sounds like. This would look like you and somebody started out having really, really warm conversations. But there's always a spirit, like somebody in between something that's always gets something started. So there must have been a third party in between with the spirit of judgment, competition, competing, comparing, that got in between something, that likes to talk about people behind their backs. And because you all are immutable signs, you may have just, gone along with something, but it was a third party that got in between you and somebody. Y'all could have just been really good friends. Somebody decided to move on. Either you moved on or they moved on after, like, see these this enlightenment right here, like after 3 strikes, they just moved on. Either they left a job, they left a city, a town, or something. They just got tired of shady people, period. They just got tired of it and focused on their doing the shadow work. Yep. Feel like they have a whole new lease on life. A lot of wishes are being fulfilled. That's what you and that person have in common. There was a lot of character assassination, talking about people behind their back. It was just a lot of stuff that you and somebody have in common. This is an interesting reading. Real interesting reading. Yeah, whenever you see a lot of air here, it's like, that's what you have in common. But it's starting out with fire, which is the solar plexus chakra. So you're sitting at a high place now, and there's one energy in particular you're saying you're never going back to, because that energy saw somebody as competition. They saw that energy as competition. They were very critical of that energy. They were questioned every little thing, very judgmental, fussy, and overthinking everything. When really, I think you and somebody were just like really cool, really down to earth. And that was it. That's what I'm thinking. For somebody, I don't know who that's for, but yeah. I generally tend to think that people really like Geminis because y'all are really funny. Well, I mean, really funny, really smart thinkers. Really personable. Zodiac sign. So it had to be somebody who had not done the shadow work, really, to kind of, that's why I said it's a spirit that came in between. Somebody who was just like kind of sitting back and saw something as competition and just decided to start something. Somebody just quietly moved on, because that's what you and somebody have in common. Like, y'all will quietly just move on when people are just being shady and low vibrational. Talking about people behind their back. Oh, is that really their hair? Is that really their real hair? Where do they live? Do they live in a particular name? Very low vibrating conversation. So, but it looks like you all, that's what you have in common. It's like you all have a lot of your wishes being fulfilled. So yeah, so I do see you working hard. So you're getting back to work. So you're kind of getting back to work. Here we have the King of Wands, and I do see you praying for people. Do see you praying for people that, praying for 2 people. So you praying for male and female, that that they are safe. That's what I see you doing, right? So that's what you're creating room for now. Is like kind of sort of, that's what you're creating room for now. And you're eliminating room for energies who, again, because you all are an incredibly smart sign, you all are starting to move on from energies who come in with that divisive spirit, when you know for certain, because you all are thinkers. Like, if you know for certain that you have really cool, down to earth, platonic friends, whether you work with them or just friends, right? Good people that you have a lot of things in common with, and people come in and they don't understand a connection with you and people, and they want to create some kind of drama, you're going to eventually move on from them. You're just going to, like I said, 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. You're just going to move on. You're going to move on from the shade. Because if they're bringing the drama to you, they're probably doing the same thing. I mean, about somebody else, they're doing the same thing about you. Yeah, here we have the five of. So somehow you were used as a pawn in someone else's game. Yeah, you were being used as a pawn in someone else's game. So you're not making room for that anymore. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Like it was a chess game. Here we have the Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, so something was definitely being masked. Kind of cover up around a younger person and money. Something was being covered up, right? We have the Seven of Wands here. So, but something is now closed out. Something is now closed out. And I do see your prayer and your meditation life is now increased, but it's something you're never going back to again. And the something you're never going back to again, Geminis, is the hanging around divisive spirits. Because on one hand, looking at your cards here, you may have been motivated by it at first because it comes across as a warm conversation at first, but then it gets into the judgy, the competing, the comparing. Oh, look what they have on. I would have done it this way. Then it starts nitpicking and that kind of stuff. And so something about where you are right now is like, hey, I should have spoken up. I should have done something different. I should have, if I could have, would have, should have, right? That kind of energy, right? So, but moving forward, let's see what else we got good going on for you in terms of creativity. Because again, Jupiter, which is the planet of good luck, good fortune, what's on the horizon, right? You are now connecting with light wolf energy. Wolf energy is all about, like I said before, it's about guardian of family, tribe, activism, ritual, and mentorship, humanitarian efforts, teaching, all of those things. You have now become enlightened about something, and so you want to be around other energies who are in the light. You no longer want to be around shady people, period, right? And you will quietly, just like somebody else, move on, just quietly. You're not making some big splash, no big announcement, nothing. You would just quietly move on. So let's see what you're making room for. Let's see what else we got going on here with your cards. All right, Spirit, what else we got going on here for my Geminis? Because something has now pushed you into Hermit mode. That's where you got enlightened, in Hermit mode. Yep, you went into Hermit mode. That's why I always say Seven of Swords. Whenever you hear things about people behind their back, when people are talking about you behind your back, it's not always negative. It's not always negative. So yeah, somebody was definitely being used as a pawn in the game, right? Source is actually rewarding you for taking the high road. Yep, Source is actually rewarding you for taking the high road. You being, because you had a feeling about something. Something you was like, nah, You had a feeling about something. You had a feeling about something. And once you got that feeling, you like, nope. That was your intuition. This connects us with Cancer, and the full moon is in Cancer, right? Cancer is the mother and money sign. It doesn't really matter what your gender is, but a very nurturing zodiac sign, and it's ruled by the moon. So something about you, and that's creativity. Almost like you've created space with someone, like warm conversations, laughter, something you've created with someone. It's like being around someone. This is like a really, really good friend. It's like something about this sounds like a lie. Like something doesn't even make sense, right? So you said, let you move on. Like something's like, nah, something didn't sound right for you. Something just didn't. Yeah, so somebody was just hearing, just like, and see this right here, full moon right here. Your ancestors, this is right here, your ancestors were telling you something. Your ancestors, the number 7 lets me know your ancestors, along with Source, was making something make sense for you. They were coming through, like letting you know, it's like this person, like whoever, like you have that in common. Whenever you realize it's just too much drama around you all, and that's what you have in common with somebody, you just quietly move on. Something about whoever the energy is, Gemini, they don't give off combative mode. So even if you heard that about somebody behind their back, oh, they're argumentative, they're combative, something about their energy, your interaction with them didn't give that off to you. That's what made it easy for you to say, that's not even, no, you spend enough time around. That's when you know, when you spend enough time around people, you know, everybody know who has something in them and who doesn't. Like, nope. Right? So you got some good news coming across your path. Here we have the Page of Cups here. And again, message. You got a message coming through. You got a message coming through. Yep, you got a message coming through. So this is messenger energy here. Messenger energy is coming through, right? It's one energy in particular that, like I said before, you would not go back to. See this pig with wings right here? Because it's real deep for you. Something is real deep. It's a person who is just like emotionally immature. They just say, oh, just anything out of their mouth. That's just emotionally immature. You would never go back to that energy. But you have some good news coming through where you're creating space for something else, right? So that good news could be anything. Because water, we talk about creativity, right? So you're creating space for something that you prayed for that is, you have deep emotions, good deep emotions for that. So it could be a person, place, or thing, right? Person, place, or thing. Only you would know that because this is a general reading. Only you know that. But I feel like you are in hermit mode. You have a good feeling about something because you feel like things are starting to come up roses for you. Somebody could either be getting a dog or thinking about getting a dog. But yeah, that's the headspace I feel like somebody's in. I certainly, looking at your cards here, another good thing that's coming your way, because I'm seeing a lot of your wishes being fulfilled here, is something somebody has been talking about having divine connections with people. This is where Source is the one. It's like Source is the one that's hand-picking people for you. So that's major. Because you do know now what you don't want. So Source is the one that's hand-picking friends or people, places, and things. I'll just put it that way. Source is the one that's hand-picking everything for you. So that's the Source is looking out for you. Yeah, everything. Somebody has also gotten some kind of knowledge about flying or something like that because things are taking off pretty fast. So you also got some information about that as well. So yeah. It's a death, rebirth. So a major rebirth is happening here. Some kind of a major rebirth is happening here. And some people were just obsessed. I mean, because that also connects us with an obsession. And people were just obsessed, right? And people were just obsessed with people being in hermit mode, like I said, and things happening for them. And just sometimes when people move on too quietly, people get nervous. Like, okay, they too quiet. What's going on? You know, like you dealing with, like when people have kids and the kid is in a room and they're a little bit too quiet, they assume they're going to walk in the room and the child has painted a whole, painted the whole wall. The child did something. So anyway, but yeah, so that's what I'm seeing here in your card. So something new is being created. But this is happening for me, not to me. Yeah, so something new is happening for you. But yeah, so Source is actually hand-picking some energies for you. Yeah. I feel like looking at your cards here, though, that somebody has, and this is going to speak to a series that I'm putting together right now that's going to be on my knowledge channel, familiar monitoring spirits, right? But something is all too familiar for you. being around certain types of energies. Like you move on too quietly, and people get suspicious of everything. They just looking for some kind of a big boom, some kind of big fire, like some kind of big fight, argument. So they can say, oh yeah, the last time. Some people just move by chaos and confusion. So they can say, oh, the last time I talked to them, somebody got cussed out, or the police were called, or there was an ambulance outside. Like some people just like all of that drama. But some people just move on quietly. So you and your loved ones are safe. Yeah, you and your loved ones are safe. So in terms of you creating something, you're creating something for, like I said, put your list together. Whatever 9 major things you've been talking about, that's what you're putting your list together. Because something major that you've been praying for is, what's 2 major things here? Somebody is moving. That's 1. Somebody is traveling. And then I see a person coming in for somebody. That's just 3 right there. So whatever it is, 6 or 7, because it could be 10. And then also sources handpicking your group of people for you too, as well, to keep you enlightened. So that's another. So you got a lot of good things coming through. So I don't know if you've been thinking about creating a business or what you're doing, but let me see. Somebody could also be taking classes or something. Somebody is doing something though. It's like somebody is on this new phase of life. Here we have watch a movie. So 54 is 9. 5 and 4 equals 9. So and we are in the year of 9. So you're definitely creating something new. Definitely creating something new that you prayed for. This is nice. This should be a good week for you. It'll be a really good week for you. Yeah, focus. So the tents are rocking. All right. So red, number 7. So yeah, stay focused. Number 7. Something is already closed out. So when you see red, we're not talking about like just angry, mad. Because on the other side, there are going to be some people that's asking why. They could be red, fire, hot, mad. But for you, the number 7 would be light side of 7, where it is closure. There's some kind of closure happening here. Red also connects us with the root chakra. It also connects us with the root chakra. Also connects us with the root chakra. So that's where you are. So let's pull a even though we have a wolf moon, let's see if we can find another spirit animal here for you. We'll also find a spirit animal here for you. Oh, you know what? We're going to start this. We should have started this in the beginning, setting an intention for your entire reading. So what's going to be the intention for your entire reading, Gemini? And then we're going to pull a spirit animal card. So all the answers that I need are inside of me. Yeah, that's what they are. All the answers that you need are inside of you. Let's pull one last card. Let's close it out. One last card and let's go. And then just a number card and close it out. Yeah, so a new beginning for you. Definitely a new beginning. Source is definitely moving you away from toxicity. These toxic groups of energies who are immature, who are, wearing a mask, immature when it comes to money, like physical, money. So, ooh, elephant. Yeah, you definitely have a memory of an elephant. So let's see what this says. Let's see what this says in terms of like spirit animal. Yeah, these are pretty cool. Let me see what this says when this says in terms of like spirit animal. Let's see what this one is. This comes from the, I think it's the spirit animal oracle deck. I'm just trying to find the book. Okay, it's elephant. So unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. So the elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. So like Ganesh, the animal, the elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. So to add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. So trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. So when it's balanced out, one-pointed focus, generous, loving, and then when it's out of balance, it misunderstands fate. So to bring it into balance, trust. Yeah, you definitely want to trust. All right. So yeah, whoever this energy is, you know, they're asking why, you know, because they saw something as competition from the beginning and it wasn't. They were nitpicking every little thing like it was a competition. Like they had to be, like, to your light, you had to appear dark. You had to appear to be the dark in order for them to appear light. But this is actually duality. This is actually duality. This is everybody. This resides in everybody, right? So this lets me know that you're whole and complete within, like your card, the Lover's card. So, yeah, so you didn't need to go to somebody else for answers. You went within. So something about your energy could not be persuaded, and that's where the frustration came from, somebody else as it relates to whoever this energy was that moved on. You were like, no, 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 that's not what I'm getting from them. Nope, not at all. If I have enough conversations, I'm not getting that from them. Nope, not getting that from them. But that's why Source is actually rewarding you and things are coming up roses for you. You're on the rebirth side because you're balanced out, because you went within to find the answers. You went within to find the answers. And so, yeah, you're focusing. So, but something you said shook the table. The tent, in this case. Here we have self-love. You're focusing on self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. There you are. All right, that's what I have for you. I think, let's get a number. Let's close it out. Yeah. Yeah, it was never a competition. There is none. There is no competition. You were connected to some people who felt like everything is a competition. Like, in order for them to appear to be light, enlightened, they have to always have some kind of dark, shadows about other people. It's like, what? 26. I am tactful. So you have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. That is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I'm sending you great energy this week. Continue creating space for the life that you prayed for. All right. Bye.